Hi guys, I'm back. I'm gonna do here another video for the calibration settings for Samsung LED 46-inch UN46C6900. These settings were done by a Geek Squad from Best Buy. Settings are amazing if you set them right. This settings pertain to this particular TV. I wouldn't try them for any other TV, but you could try. Uh, Basically what the Geek Squad agent did was he adjusted the white balance with the sensor that goes on the TV that sticks on with suction cups, and it actually adjusts the white level balance. And then there's the red, green, yellow, and all those colors that it's being adjusted. So the first thing you want to do to start all this off is press with the TV turned off. You press mute 1, 8, 2, and the power button. Then your TV will turn on in the service menu. Be very, very careful. Right now, this is in the option. There's a factory reset, which will completely mess up your TV. So be very, 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 very careful. Okay, go down into expert. Click the enter button. Now this means the night and day adjustment. You want to turn this on, and then you want to put source to all, the HDMI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, DVI, and everything. It'll turn all the sources on. So this night and day adjustment is for all the sources. And then turn that on, and then just press. Now you want to press power to escape all that. You don't want to do anything else in the service menu. You will really, really, really mess up your TV. Now turn back your TV on again. Okay, now I'm gonna go through all the settings. I have everything disconnected. I just hooked up my TV. Right now, let me hook up my PS3. Okay, right now I have the Batman movie, uh, The Dark Knight. This is one of the movies that was used to calibrate my TV. I recommend using this one if you have it. So the Geek Squad agent used a Blu-ray, this Blu-ray. So the things you need to have are a Blu-ray disc, a movie of any kind, a HDMI cable, a controller, and time. Yeah, you need to be very patient. Okay, so go into your menu. For some reason, whenever you turn on your TV, I haven't found out a way yet. I will find out soon. It is always set to dynamic. So now, when you go here, you will see dynamic, standard, natural, movie, calibration night, calibration day. So this is when it's at night. You don't want it to be very bright. It will mess up your eyes. Well, if it's too dark, and if you're like in a lonely room, if it's too dark, it's gonna affect your eyes very much. Now, if you're a person that doesn't care, you really want really nice colors and for it to pop out, but at the same time to look realistic, not that dynamic, unrealistic that turns everything green, yellow, and like very white bright, which you don't really see in real life. You put the calibration there. Now, compared with the dynamic turns like the light blue into like really dark blue, and like green grass turns it into like laser green, like in football fields, and sometimes like a red, like really light, like oldish boat will turn into like a super red, and you don't want that. So I'm gonna give you, if you want, you can reset your settings and start over, or without doing the calibration night and day, so you could compare them. Resetting the regular settings before you do all these settings, but you don't have to. Okay, so for the calibration night, will be pretty much the same as the calibration day. I think when you adjust the picture options, not the advanced settings, when you adjust the picture options only, it transfers. But if you want, you could see everything. Okay, calibration night. Okay, in calibration night, the backlight is set to 4, contrast is set to 90, Brightness is set to 45. Sharpness is 25. Color is 50. Tint is set to G50, R50, so that's alone. Eco solution, best is turn energy saving off, eco sensor off, no signal power off. Take that all away. Now, in the advanced settings, this is where it gets a little complicated. Okay, black tone is set to off. Dynamic contrast is set to low. Gamma is set to +3. Expert pattern is set to off. RGB only mode is set to off. Color space is set to auto. I'm going to skip white balance and I'm going to come back to it right in 1 second. 10p white balance set to off. Flesh tone is set to 0. Edge enhancement is set to off. LED motion plus set to off. These settings make it look a little bit unrealistic, so the agent told me to turn it off and it looks pretty good. Okay, the white balance, now the red offset is set to 19. The green offset is set to 18. The B offset, which I think is blue, is set to 18. The R gain is set to 5. The G gain is set to 22. The B gain is set to 13. And then press return. Okay, now we're gonna go into picture options. Picture options, I think transfers. You don't have to. If you want to, yeah. Okay, color tone is set to warm 2. I think the size is really supposed to be set to actually screen fit to maximize. There's a big difference between screen fit. I don't know if you could tell. Screen fit actually screen like it's like the signal that is being placed on your, it's transferred to your TV is actually, that's what's being passed to the TV. You're not actually cutting it down to 16 by 19. So this is the actual, what you're actually getting. So screen fit, digital noise filters set to auto, MPEG filter, MPEG noise filter set to auto. Auto motion plus is supposed to set to custom, and auto motion plus it is supposed to be set to custom, so then you put blur reduction. Blur reduction is going to be set to 4, and then judder reduction will be set to 9. The Geek Squad agent told me that these were really good settings, and I put on Avatar. Avatar has a lot of moving scenes, like the flying scenes, and it looked pretty really good. You couldn't even hardly tell. Okay, auto protection time, 2 hours. Smart LED is off. That's basically, you're done with your night settings. 1 second. Your calibration night settings. Now in the calibration day, you're gonna have your backlight is set to 20, contrast is set to 91, brightness is set to 42, sharpness is set to 64, color is set to 43, and everything else is basically the same as before. Advanced settings, everything's exactly the same. White balance, exactly the same. You want to have the same colors, of course. Now one's going to be a little bit, lighter and a little bit darker. This is just basically, preference. Now, if you want to make the screen a little bit lighter, you could adjust the backlight and you could adjust the brightness. And it's basically picture options, basically the same. See, I had smooth instead of screen. I had smooth instead of screen fit for the night. Now I have screen fit for this one. So basically, just input all these info into your TV. I don't think there's anything else. Menu, let me see. I think that's basically it. Everything else, speaker, you should know what to do with all those. Whenever you turn on your TV, remember, do some upgrades. Whenever you turn on the TV, remember you're gonna have dynamic, so you want to switch to the regular calibration day or night. I prefer calibration day. Well, thank you guys, and see you next time.